Every General Convention, the House of Deputies elects its own leadership. Its president, vice president, and secretary each have a 3-year term. The president and vice president can be elected for 3 consecutive terms, and we've been privileged to have Bonnie Anderson, Dr. Bonnie Anderson, as our president for the past 6 years. She was eligible to run for another term, but has chosen not to. And is stepping aside. So we're in a unique position this year in that for the first time in at least about 50 years, we won't have either an incumbent president or an incumbent vice president running for office. Typically, if a president's 9 years are up or they choose not to run, the incumbent vice president runs for president. In this case, our bishop, Bishop Pryor, was the vice president of the House of Deputies when he was elected Bishop of Minnesota, so he obviously will not be standing for election to the president of the House of Deputies. So we will be taking nominations of either lay people or priests or deacons to be the president of the House of Deputies, and those will be done on one day. The next day, the president will be elected. Our rules provide that if the president is a layperson, the vice president has to be a priest or deacon, and vice versa. So once we know whether the president is a layperson or a clergy person, the day after that, we'll take nominations for the vice president. Oh, let me correct that. Actually, after the president's elected, later that same day, we're going to take nominations for the vice president. And then the following day, a vice president will be elected. So we'll have 2 brand new presiding officers neither of whom have held that office or the vice presidency at the conclusion of this General Convention. So it's a great opportunity for really something new that hasn't happened in at least 50 years.